familiar with the term seclusion related to New Hampshire public schools?
I never heard of it until I started New Hampshire Leadership Series this fall.
Okay, what was your initial reaction?
That it was very disturbing. I feel peer interaction is really, really important, and to seclude a child from being with their peers is, to me, one of the worst things you can do to them.
May I ask you, do you have any children yourself?
Yes, I have a 3-year-old.
Okay, so when your child comes up into the public school system, what would you do if you had heard that your child or a friend of your child had experienced that seclusion?
I would contact people. I'd like to sue them, but it's legal for them to do this. And then I'd probably start contacting my state reps and getting some changes going on.
Okay, thank you very much for your time.
There we go. Stop practices like that.
Do you happen to have any kids in public schools?
Yes, I have 2 in schools, yes.
What would you think if that had happened to one of your children?
Well, I actually have some personal experience. I remember back in 5th grade, I spent most of my year in my desk in a refrigerator box. So to think that that's still going on, and if it was to happen to one of my child, I would be pretty upset about it, and I would like to think I would handle it properly, but I'd probably go into the school and fly off the handle, to be honest.
I'm sure. What if you had a child who couldn't verbally tell you what had happened? How would you feel about that?
That would be my youngest child, actually. My 5-year-old
Really?
wouldn't be able to. So to think that that could happen and I not know about it is really scary to me. So.
Okay. What would you suggest to someone who has had that happen to them?
I think it's important to spread the word and get it out there and make it known, to let people like myself that just assume things like this don't happen anymore, to let them know that it's still going on. It needs to be fixed.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Kristen.
Taking the time to talk with me today, I wanted to ask you if you're familiar with the term restraint as related to New Hampshire public schools.
Yes, I've heard of the term, but I really don't know what it involves.
Okay, what it involves is the physical restraint of a child by an adult in the public school setting. And actually, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but a child does not necessarily need to have like special needs or an IEP even to have that happen to them. That could be a typical child as well.
I didn't know that.
Do you have any children
I do.
in the public schools?
2 children.
Okay, tell me, well, how would you react if that happened to your child?
My honest opinion,
Yes,
on all of this?
please.
I would be ballistic. There is no reason to restrain a child. That's immoral, and it should be illegal.
How are you today?
Good. How are you?
Good. I wanted to ask you about restraint in New Hampshire public schools. Were you aware that existed?
No, I wasn't until recently. Being a part of the New Hampshire leadership was where I learned it, and I actually had told my husband that it was something going on, and he was very upset.
Well, have a great month.
Very angry. He
Take
couldn't
care.
believe it. He was like, "Let somebody put a hand on my child." And he was just so upset.
So do you have children? Any recommendations for what parents can do to put a stop to this?
Yes, contact your local area agencies. You can contact ABLE. You can contact your legislature, senators.
Well, thank you so much for your time.